I got teabagged by half of the Seraphim. Like, I don't care. Like, it's all about having fun, right? Like, that's...
Yeah, I taught Yunjin what a teabag was, and that was probably the best day of my life.
I probably was. I was probably me. You were probably the one teaching that.
Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a Plat Player, the game show where I bring on streamers to see if they're smarter than the average Overwatch player. I'll break it down for those who are new here, but if you already know how the show works, feel free to skip ahead. Each streamer will get to choose from a pool of 5 students to help them out, with the default pool being 5 Platinum students. However, they can choose a higher ranked student pool to help them for a point reduction, or they could choose lower ranked students for a point multiplier. Each streamer will need to answer 10 questions with the help of not only their students, but also lifelines, such as Inversight, Duplicate, Winston's Recall, and Chat Pool. Streamers have $200 to spend on 2 lifelines of their choice, and any leftover money will go to their final score. In addition to their 2 paid lifelines, each streamer has a free automatic lifeline called Resurrect, which allows them to be saved if they get a question wrong but their student gets it correct. If they get a question wrong without being resurrected, they get put on a point penalty for each question missed, but if they get 3 questions wrong, their score gets set to 0 and they're out. Finally, if streamers make it past all 10 questions, they'll need to answer the final bonus question with no lifelines or student help to prove that they are, in fact, smarter than a Plat player. If you want to be a student on a future episode, feel free to sign up in my Discord server. You can also submit trivia to be featured on these shows by using the link in the description. Now, let's find out if today's streamer has what it takes to be smarter than a Plat player. What would you like for your students?
Well, I'm going to go with the highest possible chance of points, which would be bronze through gold.
That being said, it is time to pick your students. You have 5 lovely students here ready to go, ready to help you out. If you want to ask them, like, if you want to metagame a little bit, you kind of got a sneak peek at what your first 3 subjects are. If you want to go based on that, if you want to go based on vibes, whatever you want to do, go ahead and chat with your students.
I'm going to go with, I'm just going right away here. And don't worry, this is only because I'm going to go with AJ because I remember the Backstreet Boys growing up and the name was, one of the members was AJ.
I am AJ. I'm a character maid.
I never would have guessed that one. You have reading, music, and art to start with reading being your bronze difficulty question if you wanted a little bit of extra points here, if you get it right.
Let's go with reading. Gotta go for the points.
Question 1. Who killed Vendetta's father? Antonio Bartolotti, Gabriel Reyes, Akande Doomfist, all right? Cole Cassidy, or Jack Morrison?
Okay, I know it's not C and D. You see, this one I should absolutely know because of the lore. I just gotta remember if it was... Because I know that obviously Doom ended up having the recent storyline. Okay, I'm gonna go with Reaper. A.
All right, locking it in. Your student also put A. Is that reassuring?
Yes.
All right, it should be because it absolutely was A. How sure were you?
Confusion on B. I was like 95% sure, and then I'm like, wait a second, the storyline. But then I know that's because of she just wants to get Talon back, not because Doom was the reason and things like that.
Are you a big lore head or not really?
I mean, I know a bit of lore. I'm not like super into it, but I do like that it's a part of the game, and like I usually watch cinematics every year with chat, so like I get a good amount of stuff from that.
Question 2, we got science for a bronze difficulty, and we have math and English. Listen, I have to do the disclaimer. Every episode I have to do it. Math is hard. All right.
Okay.
If you're not a number head, if you pick it, not my problem if it's hard, okay? I get so many people in the comments that are always like, the math is so hard. So choose it at your own, at your own risk, all right? But science is the one for a little extra points, so.
Yeah, I gotta go science. I'm gonna keep going with the most points.
All right.
I think that's the way to do it.
You're coming for Broyoak's crown, all right. Which sub-role passive does Xian's Faces of Death not grant? A, Sharpshooter, B, Specialist, C, Recon, or D, Survivor?
D, Survivor.
All right, that was fast. All right, do you want to tell us why it's not that one?
Because that's not even one that exists, I think. Isn't it Sharpshooter, Specialist, and Recon? Yeah.
So it actually does exist, but it is a support one. It's a support sub-role.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't even know. Yeah. For DPS,
but yeah, no,
way.
you were correct though. It was D, Survivor. So all right, that was fast.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, so AJ, you are good to go. That was pretty fast, pretty straightforward. So
AJ was the good luck charm though.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, AJ. We could pick your next student now.
Oh, we got 2 moons here. I just realized. I was gonna say because of the moon. So we're gonna go with. Sorry on this one, Wonder Moon, but I write with my left hand, so Juno's moons first.
Let's get it. So we have math, social studies, and geography. You said you were going to go social studies, but geography is our silver level question for this one. So
Geography, 100%.
Geography. All right. What is the name of this map? Hanamura, Neon Junction, Hanaoka, or Busan Downtown?
Neon Junction. B.
Yeah. You thought about that for a minute.
I was just making sure. I was more looking at it to make sure I didn't miss anything. So hopefully I'm right.
Locking it in for sure?
I think I have to. Because otherwise I'll second guess it, and that's not a good idea.
Okay, your student also put B, and you were both correct. It is, in fact, B, Neon Junction. This is a pretty good run so far.
Yeah, I looked at that map a lot at the beginning, so I just remember those being little cool aspects of it.
Yeah, little gachapon areas. I think that's like right next to point A. Cool. Question 4. We have history, social studies, and music. Let me guess. You're gonna go social studies. Oh,
Let's
hell
send it.
yeah. All right. Which professional athlete collaborated with Overwatch in season 18? A, Luca, B, Max, C, Erling, or D, Kareem?
That's okay. It's A, Luca. I mean, that one's as easy as it gets because
Yeah.
I mean, who can't remember? You know, what was it? 77 loot boxes. Like, it's,
Yeah.
And plus, you know, he's in our rank game sometimes. Luca's a top 500 player.
All right. Time to pick a new student.
All right, I did promise the other moon, so Wonder Moon. Thank you again, Juno's moons. Both of you over there, the good luck charms.
Cool. So let's move on to our next one. We got reading, history, and English. Are we keeping the trend to go in history?
Let's go history. I mean, this one might be tough. Let's do it.
What was the effect of Lucio's removed perk, Grooven? A, increase attack speed by 20% while wall riding. B, generate 4 ammo per second while wall riding. C, crossfade lingers on allies for 2 seconds after they leave its area of effect at 50% effectiveness. Or D, sonic amplifiers in bursts of 5, but its damage is reduced by 10%. Gain 5 max ammo. Did you play Lucio at all?
I do, but now it's remembering what perks were what.
Take us through your thought process.
I don't think it's C or D. And I might be a good idea or a bad idea by me. And the reason why I don't think that is because I don't think that's grooving. I remember there was a wall ride one, and then they redid the wall ride one now to a different version. I don't remember if it was attack speed or regenerate ammo, but knowing how the devs do perks at the beginning, the ammo one sounds about right. But I'm going to actually go with a chat poll. Let's do a chat poll here because I think this will help me. And I'm going to trust chat. Now, I know my chat, and I probably should not trust this, but I'm going to trust my chat to do this right. And your chat.
Chat, it's your moment. We got some first-time chatters putting B, which, you know, that's some confidence right there, I think.
Watch it be that I just said it was either A or B, and it ends up being like D or something, which would be the best part. I'm just like, oh yeah, leading the votes in the way that, yeah. B just sounds like it too. I mean, like I know we'll let the full thing go through, but that's where I was leaning towards. So it's like, I'm going to have to trust chat. And then the best part is that I can then take no responsibility.
That's
if I don't get it right, I can blame chat, and I can be like, well, listen, I would have went with the other one, right? So it's like,
you could have been like, I was actually thinking D the whole time. I just didn't want to
that's what I'm
sway
saying.
your
like,
votes.
It's a win-win for me.
Exactly.
Like, this is just like,
so do we
no
want to lock in
responsibility.
B then?
B. I'm going with B. I think that sounds like something that Blizzard would do with a perk at the beginning.
All right. So your student put C. Does that give you confidence that you might get resurrected, or do you think there's no way it's C?
I'm just going to look at that one again. Crossfade lingers on allies for 2 seconds after they leave its area of effect at 50%. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with B and just send it. And then if you're right, you are right. I'm going to go with B.
You did say that if you get it wrong, it's chat's responsibility.
Yeah.
So if you get it right, it must be all of chat's doing and not yours. So congratulations, chat, and chat only. It was in fact B. Do not let Emongg take credit for your win, chat.
And don't worry, the reason why I don't think it's a C one is that feels more stadium-like to me. So it's there's something like that exists, and there's a perk that is like that. So it's.
We have science, art, and geography. And also, if you ever want to ask your student like what subject they're best at or anything like that, you totally can too. Or if you just want to keep full sending the gold questions, totally could do that as well. Whatever you want.
I am gonna go with science, but I will trust this one.
All right.
We got this.
Ooh, gold science. I'm a little scared for you, but
I
you
am
got
too.
this. When a projectile hits the bottom of Mizuki's Kekai sanctuary, what occurs? A, the projectile is eaten by the bottom of the ultimate. B, the projectile goes through the bottom and is eaten by the top or sides. C, the projectile goes through the bottom and is not eaten by the top or sides. D, Mizuki's ultimate is a cylinder and does not have an accessible bottom side in normal gameplay.
We're talking about if you're on the outside of the ultimate, correct?
It does not specify.
Okay, because I'm trying to think of the bottom because the bottom, here's the problem is that if you're inside of the ultimate and it's the bottom, then you could do damage to people inside there and it wouldn't matter if it hits the ground. But if you're on the outside, then nothing would hit in. So I'm going to figure this out. So let's see. Eat by the bottom. Well, if it goes to the bottom, that's not going to happen. Oh, the bottom, like if you do it from above. Okay. That doesn't make sense either because you have to land on the ground. Oh boy. Okay. This is going to be a doozy here. It's more about understanding the wording so I can understand what I'm thinking about here. Okay. The projectile goes to the bottom and is not eaten. Okay. It's on C. C's already out of the picture. Because the cylinder does not have accessible bottom side in normal gameplay. Trying to think. If I don't think I can put the ultimate in the air. So there would be no bottom to it. It would be the sides and the top. There's no bottom, right? B, goes to the bottom. Well, no. And then A, the projectile's eaten by the bottom of the ultimate, but no, because the projectile's on the side. So I'm gonna go with D because I don't think I'm thinking of the ultimate. You place it down. I'm just trying to think, can I put it on like well, no, because what if I'm on like Rialto and I put it on the side halfway? Now I'm trying to picture how that would look. Oh boy, yep. Chat poll.
No, you already used your chat poll.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yep, but you can see your other lifelines. You still have your automatic resurrect, and then you have one other lifeline that you could choose from.
Okay, I won't use a lifeline then, because I think I want to save that. So the projectile is eaten by the bottom of the ultimate. Man, this is such a tough one, because like I just try to, I know how the ultimate looks, but I've never like actually put the ultimate on a high ground where it's halfway. So because I've never done that, I'm trying to think. I got this.
Broyuwax said, Emongg can always call me if he needs help.
Yeah, but that's trying to get me to use my points.
I think he's trying to sabotage you, low-key.
Exactly. But I have to take the risk if I want to get the top points. And that's where it's at right now. Sorry, this one's taking me an extra second because I am trying to figure this out. I'm like thinking about Mizuki Ultimate right now. I'm going to go with A. I've decided to switch my answer up to A because it might just, I think the whole ultimate will block it. So I'm just going to go with A. I'm going to send it, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
The projectile is eaten by the bottom of the ultimate. Locking it in. All right. Your student also put A. You feel better about that or worse?
You know what? I feel great because at least we're in this together.
But if you get it wrong, you cannot be resurrected.
That's just, you know what? That's okay.
But you know, these posy vibes are carrying you because you were not wrong with the power of friendship between you and your student. You did get it right.
Yeah, I went back and forth between A and D because basically it wasn't going to be B or C because none of that would have made sense for that. So it was A or D. And then I first thought about it, then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, why would they have made the bottom not have any, like, I was just thinking about design side of that. Like, why would they make the bottom not complete the whole thing? Anyway, A it was.
Time to pick a new student then. So thank you so much, Moon, for coming on.
Thanks for having the answer with me on that. That was great.
Yeah, they popped off. So you have 2 students left.
Thank you.
Sorry here on this one. Is it Spiffion or however you say your name? I'm sorry, but again, because I'm a lefty, I have to go with Squenched.
So, question 7, we have reading, music, and science, with music being our Plat level difficulty.
The music's not my strength, but
this would be Plat level, so if it's not your strength, maybe consider if the extra points potentially would be worth it. Chat is saying, but the points, do it for the points.
Music. All right,
oh, wow, you're easily peer pressured. All right.
Easily.
Which hero has an emote that plays this ringtone?
I'm already torn because I don't think it's A or C. And now I'm trying to think about Winston's call one. I don't think it's the Winston one. And I'm trying to think if that's the somber ringtone from the thing a long time ago where like somber, like there's a ringtone. So like this is a shot. Like I have no idea. So I want to say, believe it or not, I think it might be D Sombra.
All right. You're going to lock that in?
I'm going to lock that in because I have no idea. And that's only going to help me see if it is. So we'll see.
So chat is cheering right now. And what I mean by that is I mean Broyuwax, because that is incorrect.
Okay.
And he is preying on your downfall. However, there is still a chance that you are not on losing trend if your student comes through. Your student put B, Winston.
Okay.
And the answer was in fact B. So you got to dab up Spiff because you're still in the running for first place.
Thank you, Spiff. See, I overthought that one because I know Winston has the ringtone one, but I just don't remember that being the sound, to be honest.
I actually don't either. I've never heard that ever. All right. Question 8. We have history, English, and art. Where would you like to go?
I mean, we just got to keep sending it, right? English it is.
English? All right. Which hero does Mizuki say the following to? I don't want to see you hurt. A, Kiriko only. B, Kiriko and Shion. C, Kiriko, Shion, and Genji. Or D, Kiriko, Shion, Genji, and Hanzo. Yeah, you like these plot level questions?
I didn't know this was current events. Let's see.
Do you know anything about Mizuki's relations with any of these people?
I know like Mizuki and Shion with like the I forgot exactly what the lore is there, but there's like something. I remember because it was part of that like webtoon stuff, I think, or like the in-game thing. And obviously Kiriko is like really good friends with that side of the family. So the question is, does Mizuki like Shion enough to not want to see someone get hurt? Is there a connection with Shion? I mean, not Shion, with Mizuki and then Kiriko, Genji, Hanzo, as in like, you know, everybody knew each other. That's the stuff I don't know lore-wise. So that's where I have to try to figure out, or am I getting debated with the Shion and it's actually Kiriko? Because that's the problem.
What is your gut telling you?
My gut? It's probably D. but that would be probably too obvious because that would involve everybody. That's like, so my gut says B or D. At the same time, I mean, Genji and Hanzo nowadays don't like each other, so I don't know where we're at there. So it could just be C. See, it's like there's so many variables here that I just can't even.
So are you for sure ruling out A?
I'm not really ruling it out, but like I just don't know the interactions. So like I have to just guess something and then hope for the best at that point because like I don't really, and like lifeline wise, like unless I can Google it, that's not gonna happen. So I'm not gonna.
I will say you do have one lifeline left, and it's better to use a lifeline on question 8 because you can only use it until question 10 because the bonus question there's no lifelines. It's better to use it than be on losing trend because I think if you're on losing trend, you kind of lose out on being able to get in first place if that's what you're gunning for. So it's up to you.
Let me see the lifelines one more time. Sorry,
Yep, no worries. You can see them as much as you want right here.
You know what? I trust my student. I'm going with duplicate.
All right, student, are you feeling good about this duplicate here?
No.
No.
I
Perfect.
literally just said, Emongg, you should not trust me. And then he said, I trust my student.
I'll take the blame. Don't worry. This is my indecisiveness.
What percent would you say you're confident in this, Viv?
50.
That's
wouldn't
better
it
than
be
me.
crazy though if you saved Emongg twice?
It would be crazy.
Even
That
once
would
is
be
already good enough.
Crazy
You're great.
content. And Emongg and I are content creators. We love this content. So I'm happy to say that it is in fact B, which is what your student put. So you have been
Thank
saved
you.
yet again by Spiff. And you are
Oh my
still in the
Two for
running.
two. See, like I said, I honestly was
Holy.
gonna guess. I was either gonna guess B or D, and I was probably gonna go with D because I just didn't know. But now it makes sense, on that connection. So it's a good question because you really debate with the extra layers there on
Oh,
C
yeah.
and D. So, well, thank you, Spiff. You just carried me.
Yeah, Spiff, you did crazy. All right. Cool. You have your next student to choose from. I know there's a lot to choose from. Take your time if you need to. A lot of pressure.
Try maximize in. Okay. Squenched. It's time.
Where would you like to go between math, social studies, and geography?
I'm gonna go with social studies.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, social studies. Who is the only Overwatch VA to voice more than one playable hero? A, Bat Mercer. B, Boris Heistand. C, Charlotte Chung. Or D, Jennifer Hale?
D. Jennifer Hale.
Yeah, why do you say that?
Ash and Jetpack Cat.
Okay. All right. Your student also put D, and you guys are both correct. All right, you got
that
that
one's easy.
fast. All right.
Because I knew that from recency bias.
Question 10. We have science, reading, and history. Where would you like to go?
Reading.
Released on June 11, 2026, Facing Demons involves saving Genji from Hashimoto captivity, who was not visibly present at the meeting between the Overwatch and the yokai. A, Baptiste. B, Orisa. C, Chikasa. Or D, Winston.
I haven't seen this one, I'll be honest with you. So I'm just
It
gonna
is
guess.
recency bias.
Yeah, but I haven't seen this one, which is the problem because I usually save up all the short stories and the lore and all this stuff. So I got to see. Let me see.
Is there anybody you know it for sure wouldn't be?
If I had to guess, and again, I'm just trying to think about like all the stories we've seen and the characters that are near each other. I want to say B, Orisa, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know too much about the lore for C. Winston is obviously always involved in Overwatch, and Bap's always around too. That's all the voice line interactions. So like to me, it's like, does Orisa help in those moments? Or, because I feel like Orisa would be more helping on the Talon side. And then I don't know who C is specifically, just because I'm not that locked into the lore. But like, it seems like that's either the debate one, or that is and I'm just gonna go with B. I'm gonna send with Orisa. I played Orisa today and I had a good game.
Your student also put B, Orisa, which should be reassuring to you, but unfortunately, it's not reassuring because you are both incorrect. It is D, Winston. I couldn't help but
Really?
smile a little bit when you're like, oh, definitely not Winston. He's in everything. Apparently not this time.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with not knowing this one. This one I would not have known one thing about this, so I had to guess.
But I mean, you did make it to the bonus question, which is half the battle. So you are on losing trend, but only for the last question. So you're minus 25% if you get this last question right.
At this point, I don't know if I can get first, and I don't know.
I think you
How
still
the
might
bonus-
be able to. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that one.
He's like, part of me just wants to just say math, just to send it and just see how terrible this is.
Oh god.
Because that is, because like I keep hearing about it. Part of me wants to do that. The other part wants me to do geography. But then I've done that before. Is that the one where I would look at like maps and stuff or random images and things?
Yeah, it could be anything to do with maps, pretty much.
I've done that with CarQ. Not my strong suit. I to the point where I literally guessed, I knew the map in my head and I guessed the wrong answer. So like that's where I'm at. Geography.
Match the images of Kofi Aroma to the following maps: Ilios, Midtown, Oasis, Samoa, and Numbani.
Okay, well, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be a doozy.
I thought
A-
Kofi Aroma was literally only on Numbani. Yeah, GG's for me.
Which
Good luck.
I think that's A.
Okay, so you're gonna
So
put
that's
A
for
is you are
Namani.
Numbani.
I think so, yeah.
Are you just
Who knows there's
brainstorming,
countries?
or do you want to lock in A for?
That looks like the first room on the right side of attack, I think. Unless I'm just not understanding stuff. Side hallway on C now. Side hallway C. Think about the map itself. I have another guess. I'm gonna put A as Nambani. I'm gonna put C as Samoa. I'm gonna put B as Midtown.
B or D?
B. Where the heck in Ilios is this? I suck at that map. It's so difficult. Because I'm starting to think of like Ilios colors, and now I'm thinking B is Ilios
You want to swap
instead.
that up?
So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go B Ilios, and I might have second guessed that. I'm gonna go with D is Oasis, and then E is Midtown, and I'm just gonna send it because at this point I'll just sit here for an hour looking at the
So
images.
real quick, A Numbani, B Ilios, C.
Mhm.
What did you say was C?
Samoa.
Samoa, D
I think I put Oasis. I think, yeah.
Oasis, and then
And then
E
E.
Midtown. A was Numbani. Okay, looking good so far. B was Ilios. Okay, you're 2 for 2. C is Midtown, not Samoa, which means
Close.
it all crumbles from here because
Yeah,
A
yeah.
is Numbani, B is Ilios, C is Midtown, D is Samoa, and E is
Makes
Oasis.
sense.
My bad.
Yeah.
I started reading yours.
No worries. I'm glad I got the Ilios one right because I realized the color scheme of the floor reminds me of
Yeah.
those ones. So yeah, that was a tough one.
That was a toughie, but
Mhm.
you know what? It's time to do Emongg. You gotta look into the camera and say the magic sentence.
You're probably wondering, am I smarter than a Plat player? No, absolutely not. No, I'm not. At no point did I even think I was going into this. Even to get questions right was good for me. And, listen, I love all the ranks. I am Emongg, and I'm not smarter than a Plat player.
All right, but let's see how you scored. Do you think maybe you got top 3?
As long as I didn't get last. That's all that matters. And I don't think I did.
Wait, what? Is this accurate?
Yes, this is correct.
What?
He risked every single question, so yes, this is correct.
Wait a minute. I did not foresee this. Hold on. Wait, let's get a double. Do I have another numbers guy just to confirm before we celebrate? Hold on, chat. Hold. So is this correct? Yeah, they're saying
Yeah.
it's correct. Yeah.
correct.
Emongg, I think you have dethroned Zach for the first time since day 1 of Are You Smarter Than a Plat Player. I believe Zach has been dethroned. I told you guys, it's always the people that are, very nonchalant and chill about it, that they're going to come through.
think what
Emongg,
really did it for me was the-
congratulations.
Thank you. It was the Jennifer Hale one, I think. I feel like that's supposed to be really difficult, and that one was like a bronze one to me, so I think that's kind of where I was able to keep the streak going until the last few.
I think I want to go uphill battle for like that
Yeah?
extra challenge, extra points. Yeah, it's always worth it in the end.
Does that make you feel more or less confident?
The same because I'm 100% confident.
Are you ready? Let's see this. Ready? I can't believe...
2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I'm here to party. GG. A giant gorilla can keep up with me.